Hello everyone, welcome to the Hive Dance Company 2020 Virtual Gala. My name is Nathan Hirschau. I am the Artistic Director and founder of Hive Dance Company, and I am so grateful for each and every one of you from around the world who are joining us here tonight for this celebration of what we are all about here at Hive, which is the pursuit of one's own individual creative expression, and the celebration of that diversity that then causes. And so as you sit here in all of these different places around the world, you watch me on your screen from different locations with different perspectives, seeing different things. And I really believe that that unique way that you see the world and all of the experiences that you have had that have allowed you to see the world in that way are the treasures that allow the unique expression of your consciousness to create in a way that no one else has ever created. And that is really what we're trying to do here at Hive, is we're trying to create a blueprint, an architecture, a location in which people can come and there can be a celebration and there can be a skill set that can be learned and that can be held, that can help each individual find that unique thumbprint, that can allow each individual to bring all of the experiences that they have with them, all of the unique ways that they see the world, and all of the little tics that maybe society pegged us to be weird. We want those to be brought into this space. We want those to be celebrated, and we want to help each artist who wants to find their unique journey do so. And so tonight you're going to see a repertoire of artists that I am so incredibly proud to be presenting, who bring each their own unique perspectives, their unique expressions, and their unique love into this little creative container that we have. And so without further ado, I'd love to show you a video that I think highlights what Hive is all about. And thank you so much for being here with us on this journey.
Hive is the pursuit for our full creative power, our full creative expression, and the potential of what simply being human can feel like.
So how can we as artists go so deeply into our own journey of growth that just becomes a lighthouse for other people to find their way as well? And then how can art be a living experience of that kind of alchemization or transmutation of self? For me, these are explorations of my path. My goal is to leave something that can mean something different to everyone that saw it. I mean, really, it's all about having a deeper experience of life. And I think that when you see someone in front of you who is deeply entrenched in their body, in their life, in their emotions, in their passion, you can't help but have that ignite in you.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we watch this beautiful art, we gotta do a little bit of meditation because we're all fucked up these days and we just need a little bit of help. So anyway, for any of you who know me, you know that meditation and yoga has been such a huge part of my journey and such a huge part of my development. And so I just want to share some of these tools because they're super helpful and very practical, and I want you to have an experience of it sitting at home. So find yourself sitting wherever you are, just imagining all the places that you're sitting. So just kind of sit up with your spine straight, and then what you're going to do is you're going to bring your forefinger touching your thumb, and then you're going to do this rhythmic breath. It's called a breath of fire, and it's an equal inhale and exhale through the nose. So equal inhale and exhale through the nose. Okay, so you're going to close your eyes. You're going to roll your eyes up and in at your third eye point, which is right in between your eyebrows. And you're going to do this equal inhale and exhale through the nose. We'll do it for 3 minutes. Keep going and find your own rhythm and breathe consciously. Feel the air moving in and out of the nostrils. Make sure the spine is elongated. Tuck the chin slightly. Continue the breath. Deepen the breath for these last 45 seconds. Inhale. Hold the breath, squeeze the rectum, sex organs, navel, pull the energy up the spine. Imagine it spiraling up and out from the base of the spine, out the crown of the head. Focus at the third eye point and create a positive direction of the mind. And exhale. Alright, enjoy that little boost of energy and have an amazing night. Enjoy the show. So in order to continue to create this art, and in order to continue the journey of teaching people how to tap into their authentic expression, we need your support. And it is a hard time, and we are a small company, so every dollar that you can give counts and goes directly to contributing to make events like this possible. To create events where we can continue to spread this passion for helping people tap into their unique curiosity that is unlike anyone or anything else. Think about what can happen in this world if we all tap into that unique essence of our creative voice. That's our vision, that's our dream, and that's what we're pursuing, and we need your support. So any donation that you give tonight is greatly appreciated. The donation link can be found in the chat below. And we are so lucky to be sponsored by Fractured Atlas, so all of your donations are tax deductible. You can also look at hivedancecompany.com, which we'll put the link in below, to see our donor programs and how you can get all of these amazing benefits and be part of our family for your amazing contributions. Thank you so much. I'll see you on the other side.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Hive Silent Auction Fundraiser. All of these items will be available for bidding until October 19th. 19th until October 19th. You can bid in the link below. All right, starting off with our first item, these are 3 Curious Being privates with Danielle Hodgerverse. This is a creative exploration for your kids. All right, our second item is a 3-night vacation in Los Cabos, Mexico. We all know we need a getaway right now. Go to Mexico. All right, our third item are 2 Zoom or live, depending on where you're at, private dance lessons with Nathan Hirschout. And our next item is a painting made by Nathan Hirschout. This is called Infinite Heart, and you can see it's 2 bodies merging into one. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, our next item is 2 live or Zoom Kundalini Yoga privates with Nathan Hirschout himself. Increase your radiance, happiness, and calmness. And our next item is a painting collection called Star Origin, made by Nathan Hirschout. We will ship these paintings to you. All right, everyone. Our next item is 3 private dance lessons for beginners with Danielle Hodgerverse herself. Yes, this is her. All right, and our next and last item is a painting collection made by Nathan Hirschout. It is called Metamorphosis, and it is a beautiful abstract depiction of these different butterflies. Remember, all of these items can be found in the link below, and bidding will continue until October 19th. We will email you the link. The link will be on our website, and you can keep track through this link below. Now go after the show, before the show, during the show, whatever you want to do, and go get bidding. Thanks so much.
Okay, so now we're going to show you a look into what our creative process is like. And the creative process always starts with exploration. And exploration for us isn't just some willy-nilly improv around the room, do whatever you want. It's a very fundamental part of the creative journey, and it allows us to find ideas that we couldn't necessarily conceive of cognitively. Through going through the route of experiential physical exploration, we can find ideas that are great treasures through the access point of our genuine curiosity. So that's what we're going to do with Danielle here. And I'm going to guide Danielle through this exploration. We're going to use the curtains as a material, and we're going to use the prompt being seen and being hidden. But this is going to be a journey. We don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to be the guide and follow her with my unique interests, and she's going to explore how my words are affecting her through her body, through her unique expression and curiosity. All right, let's do it. Just start to create a relationship with the curtain. See it, feel it, get curious about what it looks like, smells like, tastes like, as if this is the first time you're ever seeing a curtain. And just start to bring through the innocence of that curiosity of this curtain. And allow yourself to spend time with what you're finding, meaning every moment is part of the exploration. Every twist, every pull. Imagine that there's something very precious there for you to discover. Start to allow your kind of intuitive body, the body behind your mind, the body of experience, to just take over and see how one idea can just lead into another. But the way that it leads into another is through the raw commitment of what you're already doing. Good, stay. Take a moment and feel where you are, feel what's happening. Come back to the curtain, come back to the moment. See what interests you and start to follow it. Stay very acute and attentive. See if you can amplify your commitment to the idea that you're exploring. And allow the idea to start to create sensation in you. Let it kind of bring up memories. Let it create feelings and emotions. How can the idea become more meaningful? And keep going with it. Increase the intensity. Keep the energy moving in the idea. What is happening will give you the clue of what will happen. So the present creates the tomorrow. So just keep listening and see if you can start to feel where this is going. And once you get a cue, then follow it and commit to it and see what happens. Always asking yourself the question, what would happen if? Good, commit to it. Keep committing to it and see how it starts to bring out the new idea. So what is happening? Deepen it and follow. Keep going with it. See if just through amplifying this moment, it creates the next moment. Beautiful. Give even more to that moment. There's no mistakes. So what happened is a cue for a new idea. Where are you? What's happening? The instinct gives you the cue, and then you commit to the instinct. Use repetition and an insatiable curiosity. Use speed, space, time. Keep the energy of an idea moving. Keep it growing. Go deeper into the feeling of the idea. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going with it. What happens if you keep going with it? Keep going with it. What happens if you keep going with it? Good. Get lost in it. It will take you somewhere new naturally. Good, and relax. Nice! Okay! Yeah, so this is the process, and that was gorgeous. Thank you so much, Danielle. It's so insane when you watch someone tap into that committed thread of curiosity. This is what I'm talking about. It's amazing. Thank you.
Blue moon outside my window, this warm September night pulls me into wakefulness far too early. I'd rather be sleeping, the day's already too long for me. I'll just wait for dawn. Blue moon outside.
Once upon a time, there was a boy named Nathan. Nathan loved to entertain. Being seen and putting on a show for others was his favorite thing. Nathan used to have made-up dance performances in his living room for hours. Nathan was also very competitive. When he wouldn't win a board game, he would throw the whole board over and cuss out his sister. It was intense. So, getting to compete with others, to be the most entertaining and appreciated, seemed like the perfect thing to him. So, he put all of his energy into it. He left normal school, would stretch for 2+ hours a day, and dedicated himself to the pursuit of winning. Nathan would study all the kids who won competitions on YouTube for hours. He learned and executed the formula in record time. Nathan's drive was crazy. He even moved to Arizona and got emancipated when he was 15 to up his dance game. Then, a really important moment for Nathan came. It was a nationals dance competition called the Dance Awards. He went in confidently, sure that he would win each time. But, unfortunately, every time he got third. Think about what he would do to a board game if he didn't win. You can only imagine how pissed he was about this. So, he didn't win, and had to eventually go to college and leave the competition days behind him. Luckily, he got into a school, Juilliard, that would satisfy his ego and win with his full swagger and chip on his back. Although, once he arrived, it became very clear that he was not the best dancer at this new place. He was now a very little fish in the fucking Atlantic Ocean. But, of course, Nathan could never face this fact. He had to find a way to keep up the facade of his ego, which led him to find plenty of distractions, such as binge drinking, numbing out, going to clubs, smoking pot, and belittling others. He'd come home at 4 or 5 a.m., feeling like absolute trash, and then not be able to focus at all the next day. He was so consumed with holding up the facade of his ego's talent that he actually didn't have any energy to learn. He was operating at about 2% of his potential. Luckily for Nathan, after his first year of school, he got to go home and reflect on his choices. He was told that San Francisco Conservatory of Dance was the new hot thing to do as a contemporary dancer. So, Nathan went. San Francisco was the most intense dance boot camp Nathan had ever been to. Although, Nathan actually liked working hard, as long as he got called out for his gorgeous and perfect dancing. However, that was not the case there. After day 3, Nathan sat in his tiny bathroom crying on the phone with his mom, saying he was ready to quit dance. Why? Because he wasn't getting the validation that he wanted, and because in order to move forward, Nathan had to let go a lot of his old beliefs and patterns about being the best. So, for some odd miracle, mostly due to the inspiration of Nathan's now best friend, but then arch-enemy Nicholas, Nathan stuck in there. This was the tipping point of Nathan's life. Nothing was the same after this. Nathan started to see the world in new ways. He started to see that what was once ugly may in fact be beautiful. All of his conditioning and ways of thinking about what was good and what was bad started to collapse. Nathan left San Francisco inspired, ready to start a new journey. He got a recommendation from that dude Nicholas to start meditating and doing yoga, so he tried that. And of course, he still wanted to be the best meditator and the best yogi, but that calmed down as time went on. Nathan went back to school second year, left his old friendships, started new ones, and tried to get his shit together. There was, of course, a lot of old temptations, so this took some time. But after the worst ecstasy trip of his life, he was ready to change. He read a helpful book called Be Here Now by Ram Dass, which opened him up to spirituality. He also, at the time, had the courage to choreograph, something he had always wanted to try, but was scared to in the past, as well as starting painting, a way for him to release built-up toxicity. Anyway, many hopeless reaches for freedom, and huge months later, Nathan was guided to Kundalini Yoga. It was the first time Nathan was able to feel high, a feeling he desperately craved about all the time, without doing drugs. Nathan got obsessed, literally, did like a madman.
He chased after Nirvana like it was the Dance Awards Nationals again. Over time, though, the honeymoon phase of yoga settled down, and the spikes of dopamine chilled out, and Nathan began to stabilize his daily practice and started to heal and take care of himself. After a couple years of grounding, Nathan met a wonderful person named Fabi, who was just as thrilling and creative as Nathan. They roamed the world together and started creating their art. Fabi taught Nathan the beauty of authenticity and the challenge of honesty. They created a business together and fought passionately. Nathan craved the spotlight but would never admit it, and Fabi, well, he just wanted to have a good time. Ultimately, they ended up parting ways on terms that were not ideal. Nathan's father died, which caused him to feel like he needed some time to get to know himself. And after an impulsive spiritual trip to Egypt and the canceling of his last semester, Nathan found himself back in his hometown with plenty of ambition, time, and curiosity to see what was next on this epic journey. And having no idea what he was doing or where he wanted to go, Nathan did what he always did. Worked, and worked. Dance drifted into the background, and he found himself shape-shifting through new identities. From being a life coach to an event organizer, he searched to find a direction. Eventually, it became clear that the direction was always there, and he found himself back in the place where it all began. His forever home, of course, dance. His immeasurable love for movement and his passion to create brought him back to his center and naturally propelled him forward again. So now, Nathan treks on with clarity and an invincible drive to bring movement to the world and to diligently make his art. And through the barriers of it all, and my God, there has been a lot, Nathan is now so grateful to be here with you, sharing this space and this art. I thank you all for this chance to dance. I can't tell you how good it feels. With all the love and blessings in the world, have an incredible night. Wow, thank you so much for joining us for this incredible evening. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. I'm looking into the camera right now and I'm just thinking about all the people that are watching this, and it makes me happy. I can literally feel myself in the future watching this with you all. So again, any support that you can give tonight is greatly and deeply appreciated and needed for the sustenance and the continuation of Hive and all the work that we are doing. The link is again in the bio. This isn't. Keep it going, Danielle. Don't stop it. That's funny. The link is in the chat to donate. So we hope that you can donate, and thank you so much for being here with us. Now let's party. We're gonna have a dance party. Woo! Please stand up out of your chair. Give us at least 60 seconds of grooving. Come on, the world needs your dance. Have an amazing night, everyone. See you later.
is on fire. Listen with your body, listen with your heart. Dance, your soul is on fire.